Lilliedahl. I graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a degree in industrial engineering. Then I've been in Pittsburgh for the past 10 years because I loved it so much. After graduating, I joined Siemens in a leadership development program where I traveled around the country for 2 years in different jobs, doing everything from engineering to sales and marketing. And then when I finished that, I realized that I loved the part about talking to people and then seeing how our customers were using our products. So I transitioned into a sales role for the next 3.5 years. And again, I loved that, but I was ready for something new. I really wanted to take my skills that I had learned in sales and my industrial engineering and go and solve business problems within the tech industry. When I first came, I was pretty proud of myself. I'd had a good career. I got into an excellent business school. So I wasn't really sure how much I was going to need the COC's help. Man, was I wrong. So I heard a lot of my classmates after their initial meetings, and it sounded like they could really get a lot out of it. So I kind of had to change my mindset there. My first meeting was with Sophia, and she helped me revamp my resume. And that really changed it from applying to engineering jobs to having a real MBA resume. Next, I had another meeting with her, and this is when I came pretty prepared. You don't have to do this, but I'm a little crazy, and made a full presentation of the companies I was interested in, why I was interested in them, what my priorities are based on location, etc. And then with that, Sophia helped me narrow down the list to some key targets and define some goals on how I would be able to interview with them. The next step was kind of me driving it. I decided to do some of the tech treks. We went to both Seattle and Silicon Valley, and that's where I was able to build a better relationship, one, with the tech companies, our alumni, and do some networking, but two, with the other counselors that were in tech, which are Steve and Scott. So after having those relationships, I felt a lot more confident going into recruiting and managed to get 2 tech job offers. The COC did a great job helping me prepare before I actually went to my internship. I had decided to go to Google for the summer, and I worked in FinOps, and it was a really great experience. I felt really prepared to be there, and I left feeling pretty confident. But when I got back to school, I knew that 50% of my classmates would probably have job offers, and about 50% of them would be accepting them. So 25% of people should have known what they were doing, but to me, it felt like a lot more than that. I felt like I was the only one that didn't know. I didn't know whether I was going to get an offer or not, and I didn't know when I was going to hear. So after about a month of not hearing, I was getting pretty nervous, and I went to go talk to my COC counselor, Scott, and he really helped me relax, know that this is just part of the process. It happens to a lot more people than you'd expect, and just told me to look at what else was out there. So I decided to get back on the job hunt. And then right around that time, I found out that I got a return offer from Google. Plus, I had another offer that I had interviewed for. So I had 2 offers, and I walked out of this meeting into the COC, and I looked around for the first friendly face I could find, and it was Matt Evans. And he let me come into his office to discuss these 2 offers, even though I'd never talked to Matt before. But he was so helpful, looked up some different stats for me, helped me understand what was negotiable, what wasn't. And really, from there, I started narrowing down my criteria. And eventually, I decided to return to Google full time. And I'm so excited to move out to California. I'd say use your free time while you have it. I hope that everyone is taking a little bit of a gap between when they finish working and then when they start at Tepper. And you'll have plenty of free time later. Use that time to actually look at the Countdown website, see what you need to do as far as resume prep, and start to think about what types of jobs that you're interested in. I really wish I would have spent some time revamping my resume before I got to school, because anyone can be very busy, from classes to clubs to social activities, meeting your classmates. The last thing you're going to want to do is sit with your head down in your resume. So getting as much done early is excellent.